What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and I'm very, very happy to say I think I kind of figured out a way that we're going to be able to get some really, really wild pressure. Your defense is going to be screaming uncontrollably. I'm going to give you guys some insight into it really quickly just to give you guys, kind of an assessment. Depending on the type of defense that you play, this may not work for you the way it's going to work for a lot of us that are running big nickel over G, regular nickel. You can run the 3-3-5 wide and have the two outside rushers doing whatever they want after I explain what we're going to be doing, but it's better for a four down lineman type of rush. All right, so what are we going to be talking about right now? We're going to be changing out our D tackles. Now, Leroy Glover is a key part to any theme team, so he is not going to get benched. The other guys that don't count for as much, he counts for 6 of the 49er theme team. So he has to stay for whatever theme team you have. I'm going to be showing you guys the players that we're going to be replacing the D tackle position with, because the D tackle position is actually more important than I ever thought. Now, not as far as abilities go, but just as far as how fat the players are. So there's a few players that are about, that are heavy, really, really heavy. Like there's one guy that's 366. He's like a silver, but the next guy below him is 360 pounds, and that's Michael Pierce. And then we're going to be using Albert Haynesworth, right? So with these players that are backups, we're going to actually be taking them out. I don't even know what do we have? We have Brawler on these guys, because the thing about it is we're going to have to replace certain things with the players. Like, do we want the acceleration? Do we want to keep the strength? For me, like I told you guys, offensive line-wise, I think the strength matters with Brawler. Defensive line, as far as the edge rushers, like Ricky Jackson and LT, do not use Brawler on those guys. But as far as the D tackle position, because we're not expecting them to do much, we just need them to clog up the lane like their arteries are clogged. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's what we need from them. So that's all we're going to be looking to do right now. Plus, we have an overage because we have 56 of 50. So removing 2 of these guys won't matter. So ideally, you're going to have 2 of the biggest linemen like in the game, 2 of the biggest D tackles. And on the outside, I'm going to be using Ricky Jackson, who with Sprinter, he has like a 99 Excel with a 97 speed, and LT is still a little outdated with a 95 speed and a decent Excel. So that's the theory that I'm going to be running with. And I came up with it because I did an experiment in one of the last streams. For those of you guys that follow me on Twitch and now you watch right here at GmiasWorld Gaming on YouTube, you will be able to see how we came up with it. Because a lot of the things that we do, we come up with these ideas together as a stream, but I understand the concepts and I see the way the players move so that I make that initiative. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you guys to do well out there in weekend league or whatever you're playing. So you got to have the advantage. And I appreciate all the love and the kind words for the guys that are running 5 nasty streaks. You guys are making your opponents rage quit. I couldn't do it like I told you consistently because I went into a blind rage, but I do like to pass the ball. So that's just an offense that I showed because I want you guys to dominate your opponents, and it's very, very difficult to stop 5 nasty streaks on the field. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look at a few things, right? We're going to go over, we already have the Michael Pierce and we have the Albert Haynesworth. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pile these guys up. We're going to start off with Michael Pierce. All right, now you can see he's 360 pounds. Now, I don't care what he goes to after he's powered up. I'm not concerned. I just want you guys to understand, I don't care how strong he is. That's not what it's about. It's about the way he's built on the field. Because what happens is EA Sports boosted up the trap runs. So what you'll notice is a lot of people are coming out and it's more trap, right? Even when you pinch your line, they're running trap. But why are they having that much success? Many of us are using left ends and right ends at our D tackle position, right? I know I am, because we wanted more speed. Now we're going to put savages, big, huge guys in the middle, right? These guys are going to sit there and just cause chaos because they don't have anything else to do. That's all they're going to be doing there. And pretty much with that being said, we're going to have the other guys come right around the edge and make a lot of noise. So pretty much there's going to be no abilities. I'm going to show you guys some of the abilities that they have, but we're not going to put abilities on them. All right, there's no abilities needed. I think inside stuff, what is it? It's still 2 AP. I don't think we need it. I'm going to try it without it because honestly, inside stuff at this point is probably not a necessity. So I'm not going to go that crazy with it. I'm not going to say, yeah, bro, inside stuff. We're going to leave them just as is. Now, as far as me adding lockdown to him right now, that's a temporary thing. All right, because I got to make sure that the chems are good. And then obviously, because we're going to be utilizing certain things, we got to make sure that Brawler's there, right? Because Brawler's going to be essential to keeping our Brawlers maxed out where they're supposed to be. So that's the first guy. All right, we got him. Let's go take a look at his numbers before we add him in. So remember, we're going to be adding Brawler. He's going to get plus this, plus that. What is his strength? 94. So it'll go to 96 with Brawler. All right, we don't know what that's going to mean yet. We will figure that out later. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be like, yo, what about Warren Sapp? What about these guys? They're not heavy enough. These are the top 2 guys right now for me that are heavy enough with a decent overall to where they can get somewhere where I know they're going to be making plays. Although this guy's a 92, he's still 350 pounds. So he's going to make some noise. And that's primarily what I'm looking for. So we're going to go ahead and, upgrade this guy. More than likely, these guys will be getting, upgrades soon as well. So it's not going to be that big of a deal. For those of you guys that are wondering, like, yo, the overall is too low, whatever. Don't worry about that. All that stuff will be fixed soon. Worry about the fact that you're going to be out there, and dudes that want to run the ball all the time, you won't need an ability. Just have these guys sitting there and make sure that your outside rushers are super fast. I'm going to make, hold on, what team was he on when he just laid down on the ground and they got rid of him fast? Was it the Patriots? I'm gonna make him a Patriot because I think that's hilarious. We're gonna go ahead and give him lockdown ×3, and then we're gonna give him brawler ×2, and then we're gonna take out 2 of the players that are at the D tackle position as 49ers, and that's gonna be pretty much it. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, we have everything set. We'll go ahead. It doesn't really matter what we give them, and then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna mix and match right now to make everything work out for everybody. So as we go back to the regular lineup, what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna figure out exactly what's going to be getting moved, what's going to stay, and we're going to pretty much go from there. So let's jump into the lineup right now. And like I said, you can have any outside rusher that you want. I don't really care. Just understand the concept is having the biggest, heaviest guys in the middle and just letting them chill. All right, so look, Bryant Young, we're going to go ahead and we're going to, we can actually, let's just go ahead. We'll just take away this, the brawler ×2, right? Because you don't need that. We'll leave you powered up and everything, because I don't know if we're going to bring you back for any chem reasons or anything. So when you're going to be figuring out who you're removing, just understand there may be a time where you have to remove another player, and it's just cool unless you need the coins to keep them where they're at, right? So let's go ahead and do this. Michael Pierce is going to be that guy that's going to take over right there. All right, so we'll have him. He's going to be one of those guys that's there. And then we're going to Javon Kinlaw. We could actually get coins for him right now. He's actually a guy that's going for a lot. Eric Armstead, I don't know. We could watch that Javon Kinlaw, though, because he's actually going for stuff. And to be honest, we don't really need that right now, because he's not going to actually play. So if we can get coins, a decent amount of coins for him right now, I don't see why we keep him. Yeah, he's at 324. Yeah, we can't. Let me go. Let's go check out what those prices are, because this is where it starts to get really interesting. This is where everything starts to change a little bit, because now you guys are starting to realize, like, oh my God, yo, we can actually, enhance our team and make coins while we're replacing certain players, and we're going to be getting a lot more of a benefit against these guys that are running like goal line and then coming out running power O. You see, when those guys are doing that, these big guys are going to just be there. So if you shoot the gap, it's going to be even a faster gap shoot, because they're going to stand everybody up. It's not. I don't think I've seen any of these cards get pancaked, but I'm not saying that they won't. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. Will it happen? Probably. Okay, so he's all the way down to 79K. So I guess it didn't matter, because when I got him, it was a little bit more expensive. So he's at 70. We'll just leave him where he is. He might go up. He might go down, whatever. We'll just hold on to him. But we will remember, what's going on with that situation. But for now, we're going to just go ahead and get Eric Armstead. We'll go ahead and take him out because he's the lower of the two. And then we'll just have to remember to sub the guys in when that time comes. So we'll go ahead. What does he have? He doesn't really have anything going on, but I'm going to take that one brawler off of him, though. So that way we go ahead and do that. I think he was kind of heavy, too. What's your weight, dude? What are you looking like? Oh, you're only 292. Yeah, we can't rock with that. Like, dude, you ain't heavy enough to box with God. Like, you're out, dude. All right, so now we add in Albert Haynesworth. Okay, now with everything that we have going on right now, I'm just letting you guys know, I do not think that you need inside stuff at this time. Does that mean that, it'll be overkill if you add it? Is it, whatever. I don't care how you guys get it done as far as like your lineup. Just understand the concept of what you're doing. That is the most important thing that you need to understand. Justin Smith is no longer playing. Michael Strahan is no longer playing. So what does that mean for me? I can get rid of Michael Strahan. You guys see, you see how this works? So look, I'm gonna get rid of him because the left end, right end thing like that, it doesn't really, it's not working the way that it was before, right? So now we have to start to clean up some of the stuff. LT, he's still good. As far as everybody, you know, rushing and stuff like that, he's one of the better players. So he's gonna stay, all right? He's super fast on the outside. So now what happens? We have 2 edge threats. We have 2 edge threats, and I think we have, what else do we have going on? 1 AP for Richard Sherman, 2 edge threats, and you know, pick artist for Derwin James. So right now we're using 8 AP. And like I said, I do not believe that having inside stuff is going to make them, you know, maybe, you know, they'll blow up a run every now and again, but you have to be able to shoot that gap. And these big boys are going to be out there causing massive chaos. All right. So now, what do we do with the other 4 AP? It depends on the type of coverage that you want to run. For me, I only have 1 zone concept corner. Well, I have Carlos Rogers, but that guy's garbage. Let's see what he's doing. 96 strength. All right, cool. We don't care about that. All right, so 81. Okay, cool. 360. Looking nice. 96 strength. Just looking really big with power moves. All right, cool. All right, so that's fine. And then we'll take a look at Albert Haynesworth real quick. And then, like I said, we'll go over what we could do with the other 4 AP that's going to be used. Now, I told you guys with 96 strength as well. So 2 96 strength players with high power move. That's perfect. Leave them where they are. I don't like Acrobat. I absolutely hate it. But the mid zone now with 4 AP, we could use 2 of that and give Nnamdi mid zone. I don't believe that mid zone actually works anymore. That's why I'm hesitant to even do it. But you can see over here, I added it to Sherman because what's the worst? You know that EA Sports are going to keep tuning the game. You just don't know what they're doing, and it's very, very hard to try to understand it. And I know what you guys are saying, like, yo, bro, we got to keep changing every day because EA is patching the game low key every day. But we have to come to some kind of agreement on how we're going to do it. Now we can use that 4 and add stuff like, short route KO, mid route KO, and man up players and stuff like that. See how that works. We could give one guy 1 step ahead, but we primarily play zone, so that wouldn't make any sense. And also, I just don't like the 1 step aheads. So we don't need to add anything additional to the pass rush. The 2 edge threats are fine. They're good to go. They're going to be going in every play, doing whatever they want. What can we add to make the players more responsive on the outside and the guys that play the zone when they're playing zone? What else can we do? That's going to be the biggest objective, okay? Because right now, I don't even play Jaquiski Tartt. I play Taylor Mays over him. So I don't really have any use for that. Jimmy Ward, this guy's a hybrid, so we have to spend 2 AP to get mid zone. To me, that's a little bit more overkill as well. Could we do it? Yes. Like, we can go 2 there with mid zone there, and then 2 with Nnamdi. And then now we have like a triangle because we have the 2 outside corners and in the middle deep safety for a cover 3. When we have to rock a cover 2, we know that 3 players are more than likely going to be around and probably light up. Do I feel that that's the best case scenario? No, I do not. Because we can also do this. We can add Acrobat to Nnamdi. We can add Acrobat to Richard Sherman, and then use 2 for Jimmy Ward to go ahead and get mid zone. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about guessing. It's nothing else we can currently do to be like, all right, this is absolutely going to work. This is absolutely going to work. But we can do things to help us out a little bit. For instance, we can even give Richard Sherman deep route KO, right? For one of those 2, because he gets mid zone and he gets deep route KO. So that way, no matter what he's doing in zone, you can't do nothing with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to just deal with whatever he's doing. And that's something that you can also do. We can run the cover 4 version that plays like man in the big nickel and pretty much take advantage of the fact that they're going to both play similar, in that regard. But like I said, I wouldn't use the other 4 on anything else. But I have to look at that and kind of analyze it. Because Acrobat, in some cases, bro, it's going to be the same exact thing. You're going to be getting dominated from the back. But in some cases, it won't. So we could work it like that and see how it works. I just don't want to use it. You know what? I'm not even going to use it, bro. I'm not even going to use Acrobat because I know if I do it, it's going to be annoying as hell. And then although we are getting low pass because everybody knows to low pass it, I think we'll still have success. Jimmy Ward playing without anything, though, he's kind of garbage, to be honest. So I think, and giving him mids, you know what it is, bro? I know it doesn't work. So doing it is like, why are we doing it? But like, why do we power cards up and we know it's a ripoff? Like, we just do whatever we want. So like, if we give him deep in KO for 3, or deep out, because where do we usually get hurt more? It might be like deep in zone KO, and it probably will make sure that the dude just never gets burnt. He probably, even on a cover 3 beater, will all of a sudden wake up and start running wild like a savage. That could possibly be the case. All right. What I like to do usually though is make sure that we're only using, you know, like a 1-point ability on the player, because, you know, that just seems better. But because he's a hybrid, it's kind of stupid. I don't want to use, because if we use that, I guess we go Acrobat on Nnamdi then, and then just let Nnamdi play like however we want him to play, so that way everybody has ability on the outside. Because usually Deion Sanders is blitzing, and even when he's not, he just plays good defense. Another thing you can do though with Deion, we could actually put Deion on the outside over Nnamdi. Nnamdi's been really, really bad as of late, and I don't know what's going on with him, but the dude's garbage. Deep in zone KO. We might have to do that, guys. We might have to try it out. We'll try out deep in zone KO. You know, primarily, let's see how he plays those deep zones across the field. If it looks like it's stupid, then we will just come back immediately and take it off. But to be honest, you know what? No. We're not even going to do it, because I already know what EA is going to do. He's going to be running around like a chicken with his head cut off and not play any D. We're not going to do that. I think what we could do is we'll focus on the outside corners. Let's focus on the outside corners, making them better. So Nnamdi, we'll keep him there, but we're going to have to give him an ability because he's garbage. So what ability do we give Nnamdi? We primarily play zone. So he's a man-to-man archetype. It's going to cost us extra. The mid zone is going to cost us extra. Will it make it so that he does stuff? Probably. But the mid zone also plays. If we go deep out zone, see this. I think this is like a ripoff. The way they split it up, and then the man one is just deep route KO. I don't like that. But we would have to man Nnamdi up every play. Would that really matter? You know what I'm saying? If he's on the right side, like, would it matter? Because he'll never get beat deep usually, and even if he is, he'll knock the ball out. But okay, we'll give him mid zone. We'll give him mid zone because we gave Sherman mid zone for 2, so we'll give Nnamdi mid zone. Now we have 2 outside corners with mid zone. We have to do something else, and like I said, with the deep route, I don't know. Do we do? GmiasWorld sometimes plays underneath for us, but we're gonna go mid zone again. Even though I think that it's doing nothing, we have to do something to kind of make our opponent think that it's something that we're doing that's going to work. It's like a mind game, dude. We got to just work it like that. Now, as far as Acrobat, we have 2 more, right? So we can actually give these 2 guys Acrobat, which is, it's probably genius, in my opinion, because now they're going to dive all over the place. So at least we have 2 people that can dive. Obviously, the safeties, it costs 2. So let's give these guys Acrobat and just know that at least they're, if a guy tries to hit us with an out route or whatever, yeah, the ball might go through our body, but maybe it won't. You see what I'm saying? Like, more than likely it is, but what if it doesn't? Like, it is that's how EA be having this thinking. So we'll take this bargain and just know that our outside players have an advantage of diving and also reacting faster to the ball. I think that this is a very, very good concept, especially if you're running the big nickel. 2 big guys in the middle, the outside rushes with edge threat, mid zone, and give your other guys universal coverage, right? And now we're maxed out at 12 of 12, and we're good to go. And we just leave it like that and see how it works out. I'm going to go ahead and research this a little bit more, but I already know, based on what I tried with these heavier players, that the middle's going to be clogged up, and it's going to give our outside guys an even better opportunity to scream. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You go ahead and have a great day. Until next time. One love, y'all.